Hi folks, Mike Jameson here, JDMS Global, coming at you live from upstate New York. That's right next to Canada. Very cold over here this season. First, I want to start off by introducing myself and let you know what all this is about. I started this business back in October. However, in July, I was working as a security officer full-time, plus doing construction on the side as well. Then I became disabled where I couldn't walk. So I found myself where everything stopped, and basically found myself sitting there staring at four walls. Couldn't really get out of the house, so I ended up sitting there on the computer for a while. So while I was searching around on the computer, I ran into, I needed something to do. While I'm sitting there, I just needed something to do. I just can't sit around all day and just wallow. So I ran into this business called eCommerce. I'll get into that a little bit later, but first off, I am married to a beautiful wife who supports me 110%, and I have some beautiful kids, very loving kids. So anyways, I started this a very short time ago. I also found myself doing a lot of research. I would catch myself studying and researching so much where the sun would come up, and I look out the window and oh my God, it's the next day already. But anyways, those of you who are just joining, I want to start off. This is the very first episode that's going to be with many others, discussing e-commerce and helping others who want to develop an online business or any kind of business of that sort. I help out with advertising, marketing, things of that nature. So let's get right on to what e-commerce is and the history of it, how it all started. The definition of e-commerce, now this is off of Wikipedia. E-commerce is a transaction of buying or selling online. Electronic commerce draws on technologies such as mobile commerce, mobile phones, electronic funds transfer, supply chain management, internet marketing, online transaction processing, electronic data interchange, also called EDI. Inventory management system is an automated data collection systems. E-commerce businesses may also employ some of the following. Online shopping. Online shopping today, folks, is very, very big business. It's a billion-dollar industry. Everybody has heard of Amazon. Amazon is always changing, always changing with the trends, developing better business. There is also eBay. Then you have the brick and mortar stores such as Walmart, who has also jumped to online marketing. And a lot of other businesses that follow have also jumped on online marketing. It's retail sales direct to consumers. Providing or participating in online marketplaces which process third-party business to consumer or consumer-to-consumer sales. And there's also business-to-business buying and selling. Gathering and using demographic data through web contacts and social media. Facebook has an advertising platform that I use and that I also swear by. When you advertise through Facebook, Facebook platform gives you all the data collection that you need to focus on where to advertise your products, when to advertise your products, the different demographic areas to advertise your products. It's a really, really powerful, good platform to use for your business. That's, along saying gathering and using demographic data. Facebook is very good at doing that. Also, YouTube. When you advertise on YouTube, you can advertise on Google. They all have the similar platforms, but I think the most powerful is Facebook. Marketing to prospective and established customers by email, fax, for example, with newsletters. Email marketing is also a powerful tool to keep your contacts. Engaging in pre-tail for launching new products and services. Online financial exchanges for currency exchanges or trading purposes. Now, I'm going to go on to the history of e-commerce. How did it all start out and where it's gone to in today's economy? But first I want to stress something, and I can't stress this enough. Online marketing a lot of times gets the stigma that it's a scam, it's fake, nobody will ever, make millions of dollars in this business. Well, I've done a lot of research on this, and to be quite honest with you, there is people out there who make millions. They didn't do it overnight. This is not a get rich quick scheme by any means. It is just like owning and operating your own online business, your own brick and mortar business. It's basically the same process. It is not overnight. It takes hard work. It takes a lot of work, endless hours of work in order to make money off this business. A little bit about mine is I have developed 3 websites. Each website has its own niche. For instance, one of my websites, I sell pet supplies, along with having a blog with that site talking about owning a pet, dogs, cats, whatever, and giving ideas, different ideas on what you should do when you own a pet. This is very important. It's just like in addition to your family. That's one of the websites. The other website, I focus on tactical supplies, camping supplies, survival supplies and products. That's another website, another niche that I have. The other one is focused on home brewing, brewing your own beer, beer products, gag gifts, party gifts, things in that nature. And I use drop shipping. I use Shopify for a platform to get my products out there. But I also use Facebook, YouTube, Google, those places to advertise my products. So just remember that this isn't an overnight get rich scheme type of thing. You're not gonna drive around in a Maserati or a Porsche or anything like that overnight. Be quite honest with you, I have a 2004 GMC in my driveway. I mean, however, I do have a Mustang. But like I said, this isn't by any means a get rich quick scheme at all. You do make money in it, and you can make money quickly. I have and still do. My websites are up 24/7. They are on. You can search them on Google. You can search them on Facebook, YouTube, they continue to generate money through the products that I sell, even when I'm sleeping. All right, enough of all that. All right, so here's the history on e-commerce. Way back in '71. This is when I was just born, folks. 1971 and '72, the ARPANET is used to arrange now this is funny, folks. ARPANET is used to arrange a cannabis sale between students at the Stanford Artificial Intelligence Laboratory and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, later described as the seminal act of e-commerce. That's in John Markoff's book, What the Dormouse Said. Now we go to 1979. Michael Aldrich demonstrates the first online shopping system. So let's think of this in a perspective. Here today we have Amazon. You could go on Amazon, shop for anything that you want, that your heart desires, order the product, have it in a couple of days on your doorstep. 1979, the first online shopping system. I was shocked. I didn't even know they had online shopping back in '79. And then we go to 1994. Netscape releases the Navigator browser in October under the code name Mozilla. Netscape 1.0 is introduced in late 1994 with SSL encryption that made the transaction secure. Here's a trick, folks. When you are shopping online, and those of you who are nervous about releasing any of your credit card information and so on, if you look at the very top left corner of your browser where you're typing in the information, whatever website you go to, on that very top corner you'll see a green secure what looks like a padlock. If that is green and it says secure, it has an SSL certificate, meaning it is okay to use and all your information is protected. Now that was back in 1994. 1995, Jeff Bezos launches Amazon.com. That was 1995. In the first commercial-free 24-hour internet-only radio stations, Radio HK and Net Radio start broadcasting in 1995. eBay is founded by computer programmer Pierre Omidyar as Auction Web. Now we jump over to 1998. Electronic postal stamps can be purchased and downloaded for printing from the web. In 1995, I remember this briefly. 1995, when eBay was founded and eBay was being advertised all over the web, you can buy by auction anything that you really wanted. And then I remember, well, they started advertising, well, you can also sell on there at an auction site, but they wanted to make it easier to do everything right from your home. You sell the product, but rather than jumping in your car and going to the post office with all these packages and having them put the postage on it, they made it easier where you can just print them online right from home, slap it on there and leave it at your door for the mailman. Pretty much, automated, made it easier. let's see, the following year, 1999, Alibaba Group is established in China. Business.com sold for US dollars in $7.5 million to e-companies, which was purchased in 1997 for US dollars $149,000. The peer-to-peer file sharing. 1999 also had global e-commerce reached. In 1999, global e-commerce reached $150 billion. That was in 99. Okay, and then 2001, Alibaba.com achieved profitability in December of 2001. 2002, eBay acquires PayPal for $1.5 billion. Niche retail companies Wayfair and NetShops are founded with the concept of selling products through several targeted domains rather than a control portal. 2003, Amazon.com posts first yearly profit. 2015, Amazon.com accounts for more than half of all e-commerce growth, selling almost 500 million SKUs in the US. 2016, Amazon.com again aided more than 10,000 sellers to generate more than $1 million of annual sales. That's 10,000 people, folks, that made $1 million with help from Amazon. Let's see, 2016, same year, Walmart buys Jet.com for $3.3 billion. The following year, 2017, on March, Amazon.com acquired Souq.com, SOUQ.com, the biggest e-commerce website in the Middle East, Egypt, KSA, and UAE. That's the history, folks, of e-commerce. The business is always evolving, always changing, getting very big each year. Facebook, always evolving, always changing each year. YouTube, the same. Google, the same. Bing, the same. All these businesses, all these search engines, advertising platforms, you got to keep up with the times. You got to keep researching, folks. Those of you who sell online, research is key. I wake up every day. First thing I do is hop on my computer and research the niche items, the upcoming trends. Always researching. I spend a lot of time doing product research through Amazon, through eBay, through Google, and I use those strategies to use on my websites to sell. I will have other episodes coming up. If you want to drop me a line, in the chat box or whatever, feel free to ask me any questions that you may have in regards to e-commerce selling online, or even if you have a business already that you would like help with as far as like advertising, or even if you have a local business, how you could do that through Facebook, Google, YouTube, and of the such. So I see we have Amy Lind who joined us. Welcome, Amy. If anybody else has any questions at all, drop me a line. I'm right here. I'll be here for another couple minutes. Let's see. I also want to talk about the Shopify platform. What it is, folks, is you join Shopify. There's a minimum price that you can join for. I think it's like $9 or something like that a month. That is the minimum price on the platform. That's if you have your own websites that you already have, that you've already built, and you can just simply use the buy button that transfers the products to your website, where the customer can, hit the buy button and order the product right from your website. That's the $9 price. The $29 price, the Shopify platform helps you make your own website, your own niche, whatever, and you can put the products right on your own Shopify website. It is your website. It is your own name, your own domain name. Shopify isn't even written in that website anywhere. So anyways, you just take your products, insert them on your website, advertise through Facebook, Google, YouTube, and I want to tell you that it takes money to make money. Okay, folks. I mean, this isn't get things for free and make $1 million overnight. It's not like that. You got to spend money to make money. That's where the advertising comes in. You got to know your advertising budget. What are you able to spend, let's say, in a whole month for advertising in order to get your products out there on the market? And I'm not just talking a local market. I'm talking a global market, folks. I'm not talking your own city. I'm talking globally, because you're going to be selling your products and it'll be advertised throughout the entire globe. However, like I stay in the United States. I sell all my products just in the United States. I haven't gone globally yet. And I'll tell you the reason why. I need to do a lot more research and study selling products overseas, because there's nothing easy when it comes to like exchanging money, the money exchange. However, Shopify does make it a little easy for you to do, but you got to also calculate the shipping cost, So just for now, just for starting out, and I recommend anybody that's starting out, just stay within the United States. Believe me, there's millions of people that buy in the United States. And for instance, I can share with you, I have sold products somewhere in the middle of Oklahoma, in, just not even in a major city, just somewhere out in the boondocks somewhere. So it's proof that this goes, you can sell globally if you want, but I would start out selling just in the United States just to make it easier. Get started off that way. Develop your profit margin. Remember always to use some of that profit margin to put into your advertising budget, so you don't run out of your advertising budget, because it's very important, because it costs money to advertise on Google, costs money to advertise on YouTube, and the same for Facebook. I do most of my advertising through Facebook because their advertising platform is just so much more easier to use. And they give you more of a demographic data that you need to focus on when selling your products. Different niches that you have, let's say like with me with pet products or something like that, I would focus on the Facebook algorithm, the data that they give me. I would focus on people who have searched for, let's say, pet supplies, or have searched for interest in pets, things like that. in more episodes, I will get on to how to do your ads through Facebook and Google and the such. That would be in further episodes down the line. But I just wanted to take the time today to introduce myself and start right from the beginning, folks, right from what is e-commerce, where it started, and what it is today. And just tell you a little bit about what I do. I'm not here to sell anybody anything. I'm not here to collect anybody's email. I'm not here to scam anybody. I'm just here to simply go live, help anybody who has any questions about e-commerce, about selling online, about any of this type of business, or even just to vent. You had a rough day. You spent countless number of hours on the computer, and you're just stuck. You don't know how much further to go. I'm online, every once in a while, and you will know this by your looking on Facebook, and I will have a post of when I'm going live online. Could be every other day. It could be every day. It just depends on with the other work that I do, because I do run 3 other websites and takes quite a bit of time. And I'm doing this by myself right now, so it takes quite a bit of time. And as time goes on, I'll probably have to hire some assistants to post my ads and send out emails and things like that. So with all that being said, if you want, you can also find me on YouTube at the same business, JDMS Global. You can drop me a line through Facebook, JDMS Global. Whatever questions that you have, you could post it on the comment box. I have my comment box on the right bottom corner here, so if you want to comment, leave a comment or ask a question, go right ahead. I got a couple more minutes, and then I'll be signing off. Amy, any comment? Anything you want to know about? Another thing I want to discuss is those of you who have families. It is very important for you to have support from your family, because as I said earlier, this type of business has one of them stigmas that, oh, you'll never make any money off of it. It's fake. It's scam. You're never going to make anything out of it. Well, quite honestly, if you have somebody that's constantly over your shoulder saying you're never going to make it, well, guess what? There goes your confidence right out the window. Thankfully, I have a loving wife who is very supportive of me when I do this business. She has seen sales, and which is good. I mean, that's something positive. And believe me, when you get your first sale, you're going to be ecstatic. Okay, the question. Amy Lynn, I have some research to check up on, and I will get back to you very soon. Okay, that's good, research. And yes, Amy, it's very important. Believe in yourself. And just like I said, you get that first sale, you're going to be very, very excited. And believing in yourself, that is so important when it comes to this business, because yes, you're going to run into bumps in the road with this business, and it's a learn as you go process. As Amy said, I have some research to check on. Yes, research is so important. I can't stress that enough. Research is very important. The more research you do, you'll be all set when you're ready to, when your business is ready to launch globally. Okay, we have Bonnie that joined. Welcome, Bonnie. Let's see. As I said earlier, it's not an overnight process, folks. This, like I said, I started in October of last year, and I can tell you through the whole month of October and November, I was up countless hours researching, developing my strategies to advertise my products, building my websites. Building a website is, they have platforms where you can build websites. You have Wix, Wix.com. You have WordPress, which I use. I use WordPress platform. However, with WordPress, you do still have to have some computer coding experience. Again, that's what kept me up for hours up until, daylight, working on my websites. And with product research, there is so many tools out there that you can use. There is the Amazon trends, Amazon trends, there's Google Trends. There's just all kinds of tools out there. I'll get to that in my later episodes. And again, folks, I'm not here to scam anyone or throw them in a different direction. I'm not here to sell anything. As a matter of fact, I have ebooks out there that I give away just to help people out with their online business or with their brick and mortar business. I have a good friend of mine who owns a music store on, here in town here. And, he works very hard, at the brick and mortar business. And a lot of his advertising is just by word of mouth. And having that kind of success is important to your business just by word of mouth, and it spreads very, very quickly. Just a shout out to Tom. Hey, Tom. And like I said before, this business is not overnight. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to wake up the next day with $1 million in your bank account. Although I wish that would happen. So any other questions, comments? A couple of minutes. See, I've been on for about a half an hour. My second espresso of the day. I'm kind of jittery. Okay, folks. Well, I guess that's it for today. Remember to, join my group, JDMS Global, on Facebook. I'll be putting out posts of my next live episodes on e-commerce, whether it be trends, how to advertise your products on Facebook, Google, YouTube. If you have a hobby or something, or anything that you spend your time on as a hobby or anything, I mean, you could take that hobby to the next level if you want. That's totally up to you. as far as myself, I took this business up because I had nothing else to do. So if I can't really get around and walk, then I can't really do my construction that I used to have on the side, and I can't be a security guard anymore. So this is where, and I'm fortunate that I did run into this business, because this does keep me busy. It keeps me active. It keeps my mind at focus all the time. And it also generates income. So again, that's, just part of how I got here. Anyways, I'm going to end this session, and be sure to look out for my posts on JDMS Global, and we will talk to you. And I want to thank Amy Lynn, who joined, Bonnie, who joined. I want to thank everyone who has joined, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for listening.